Audio check, audio check. All right, Carol, I appreciate it. Michelle must have not seen my message, so I appreciate letting me know the service here is not great. We're going to do what we can, as always. Thank you for the comment. So I watched this back on another phone to make sure it's broadcasting, and that phone is very fuzzy, but like I said, service here is very bad, so I don't know if you're seeing fuzzy or not, but it's all I'm going to be able to give you because their Wi-Fi here at Fred Flintstone invented it, and every other connection that I use didn't work, so I'm down to my firm-provided hotspot, thanks to my partners at the firm for providing a hotspot cell service I can use to broadcast this game to you. We'll be back. We've got about 10 minutes. Zamboni's on about lap 3, and we'll get this underway. All right, good Friday afternoon, and Yabba-Dabba-Doo sports fans, welcome to Canlan Ice Sports Complex in West Dundee, Illinois. You would look at a map and say we're in Chicago. I can promise you we pass corn on the way here, and not the kind you buy in the grocery store, the place where they actually grow it. So you look at a map and you don't look like we're that far out of Chicago, and I can tell you we are. A John Deere combine drove by the hotel this morning on the road, if that gives you an idea of just how quickly it turns rural when you get outside the Windy City. But nonetheless, we're here. It's a tournament. I don't remember the name of it. I didn't look in Team Snap before we got started, and now I can't. So I can tell you now, service is iffy. We're going to do the best we can to bring you the game here. Service is a little iffy here in West Dundee, Illinois, but I'm on a hot spot, and we'll bring you what we can like always. I can tell you that your Pittsburgh Steel City Selects look a little different today. Stevens is out with a melon. Diamond had a prior commitment, so she didn't make the trip out here to the Windy City. So Coach Black called down to the Wilkes-Barre Selects and brought up number 24, Kelsey Carper. So we're going to welcome her to the team. We'll see her in action today with your selects. Stevens is over there on the bench opening the door. It looks like Coach Black had her wear the other jersey just so there's no confusion here as to what's happening. Stevens is in her black jersey on the bench. We got 57 on the warm-up clock. I'll give you the view here. You got your Pittsburgh Steel City Selects in their home whites with the black and gold trim, and these West Dundee Leafs. It's a home game for them. This is their arena. They're black, predominantly black with blue and white trim. That seems to be a new color combination in girls hockey. I don't know. It's not the more traditional combination of colors. It makes it challenging to read the numbers, but I don't have to read those numbers, so it's not my problem. 27 to go on the warm-up clock. There are 13 of you out there. I'm sorry, Steph. It's Kingsley, not Kelsey. As always, this broadcast is worth what you all pay for it. So since you don't pay for it, I apologize. But it's Kingsley, not Kelsey, nonetheless, up from the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Selects to help us here this weekend. We appreciate it. There's the horn, so we will... We'll see what the girls came up with. Coach Black challenged them to come up with a new huddle cheer. Hold on, I got some kids that want to talk to me here. Okay, so the kids are done. They were confused. Girls are picking up the pucks. They're going to put them away. We will get this game underway. As I was about to say, Coach Black challenged the girls to come up with a new cheer prior to the game. We'll see what they came up with, as they're going to huddle up here and see what they do. You may not be able to hear it. Schilling found an audio connection. It's a little loud. So we'll bring you whatever we can here over the noise. And that looked exactly the same to me, so I'm not sure they changed anything. They're going to play 15-minute periods. We will adjust that. Get this game underway just as soon as stripes are ready. I'm going to mute it out while they do whatever they're doing here ahead of the game. Okay, so I figured out why Stevens is in the wrong color jersey. Blinka is actually wearing Stevens' jersey. So we got Carper up from Wilkes-Barre. We got Blinka wearing Stevens' jersey. And I can promise you that's going to create endless confusion for me. Aubrey must have forgot her jerseys, as this is going to be a confusing call. So we've got Wu, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Blinka wearing Stevens' tarp, and Vitodian out back, and I see Coulter in the net as Stripes steps in to drop the puck for this first game here of the tournament here in Chicago, and we're underway. Blinka pushes it ahead, Leafs pick it up and come back the other way. They send it back Blinka, but they're going to be offsides. Trying to wave to Dull over there, but he's not paying any attention. We'll get this draw here. Wu's going to take another one. Leafs draw it back. Leafs send it up the wall, where Blinkower and Stevens Tarp provides defense, and Shannon's going to pick it up, come up the near wall. Leafs take it away from her, and here they come back the other way. Stand them up at the blue line a little bit. They catch the far wall, dump it in behind Coulter, where Vitodian's going to pick it up off of a Leaf, and now Blinka sends it ahead to Shannon. Shannon tries to chip it out. Now Wu picks it up. Wu comes up the near wall. Wu, cross-ice pass for Scarlatelli. Too far. Scarlatelli picks it up the near far wall. Tries to center for Shannon. Can't get it through. Leafs cut that off. Steph forgives me for getting Kingsley's name wrong, which I'm forever grateful for. And that one gets by Kiesel and comes all the way down, but will not be an icing as it drifts to a stop. Kiesel picks it up, chips it around for Dull. Kiesel and Dull reunited on the back end. Feels good. Shannon picks it up, dumps it, and they're going to go for a change. They've been out a while. Carper already on in her first debut for this selects team. Out there with McVeigh and Claherty. Claherty picks it up near wall. Battles with a couple of Leafs players. McVeigh tried to push it across the Kiesel too far. The Leafs chip it back lazily, and it will not be an icing as Dull picks it up near wall. Pushes it around back. Leafs pick it up behind there. Kiesel takes that away, pushes it up the wall too. Carper gets it clear. And there we go. Now McVeigh's going to come back the other way. McVeigh forgot the puck at the blue line. Stripes jump. McVeigh picks it back up. McVeigh tries to center to Claherty. Gets it there, but it's tipped away by a Leaf. And comes back out to neutral, where Zivkovic whacks at it, and the Leafs pick it up there. Now it's going to be McVeigh. McVeigh back to Schilling. Schilling up ahead to Claherty. Claherty with Makasenka there on her wing. Tried to put it over to her. Got it there. Makasenka turns. Didn't get a lot on it. Rebound. Salatrick shot it on a rebound. Didn't get it. Makasenka stops, turns. That shot blocked with a stick. Over to the far wall. Now the Leafs pick it up behind their goaltender. Here they come up the near wall. I'll get your personnel once we get settled. I see Mrazek. I see Salatrick and Makasenka. Zivkovic and Schilling out back. Zivkovic pushes this player to the corner. They collide. Salatrick steps in. Zivkovic up the wall, but not out. Leafs in the corner. Push it back low. In behind the net. Centering pass off of somebody's stick there. Looked like Schilling. And Coulter got a piece of goaltending equipment on it. And we're going to get a stoppage. We're going to go to the far circle, where Salatrick's going to pick it up with Schilling and Zivkovic out back. Makasenka and Mrazek on the wings. So no change of our players. We'll go to the far corner. That puck drifts to the top of the zone, down into the corner. Schilling picks it up there. Schilling reverses up the wall. Salatrick goes over, gets a stick on it. Pokes it ahead to herself, and Makasenka's going to kick at it. But not out. Now it will come out in front of the selects bench. They chip it lower. Zivkovic turns, sends it up the ice, where it goes by Mrazek, and Zivkovic stops it at the blue line, and they're going to bat along the wall now back out. Leafs at the red line. Cut off by Wu, and it's going to be a foot race. Looks like the Leafs are going to get there first. Wu gets body position in the corner, but they're going to battle there. Two Leafs and Wu. And up the wall, they're going to send it where Shannon cuts it off, tries to throw it towards the net. Scarlatelli in front. Scarlatelli! There! Scarlatelli, top left corner! And it's 1-0 selects. So Shannon fed it to Scarlatelli in front of the net, and it's 1-0 selects on an early goal by Scarlatelli. This is probably a good time for me to tell you that the ratio of the strength of this bleacher to my weight is misaligned, and we're going to get some shaking as a result. This piece of metal is thin, but by this point you're used to it. Wu steps in with Shannon and Scarlatelli. You got Blinka and Stevens Tarp and Vitodian out back. Blinka sends it ahead. Chips it lower. Now the Leafs knock it in, and here comes Vitodian around the back. All the way around the long way. She sends it ahead to Wu. Wu up the wall. Pushes it ahead too far for Scarlatelli. Wu gets a stick in there, stands him up at the blue line. Girls are changing. Dull knocks it ahead to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli cross-ice pass, can't get it to Shannon. Shannon gets a stick in there, takes it away. Shannon can't get a stick on it as it comes through her legs. They send it through Dull. Dahl whacking at it there, but can't hold it. Now it's going to come back to Kiesel. Kiesel sends it ahead. Couldn't get it to McVeigh. Shannon skates in, picks it up at the blue line. Carper trailing. Shannon loses it down the far wall. Leafs send it back the other way. And this will be. No, they waved it off on a slow puck. Dahl. Dahl sends it ahead high in the air to neutral. Gets past one Leaf. Second Leaf picks it up. This one comes up the wall. All the way down to Kiesel. Kiesel turns in front of Coulter. Puts it ahead too far for Claherty. Claherty picks it up there. Can't. Carper gets a stick on it, but they take it away from her, and they send it down the wall, where Dahl's going to pick it up, poke it out. And here comes Claherty up the near wall. Claherty, get out of the way, Stripes. Claherty in the near corner. She stops, she turns. She still has the puck, still dancing. Tries to center, gets it in front, McVeigh can't get a stick on it. Here come the Leafs the other way. Carper trailing. Carper aggressively trying to get a stick in there. Kiesel. Pushes it low, comes into the center. Dangerous play there, swept away. Out to the near point, and Coulter says no. Covers that up with a piece of equipment. With 9:45, we're going to get a draw in the far corner. So Carper was playing aggressive there on that shift. You like to see that. Solitrik, Mrazek, Makasenka, Zivkovic, Schilling to Coulter's right. Coulter gets a piece of equipment on that off the circle. Zivkovic knocks it ahead. Zivkovic up to Mrazek. Mrazek chips it up the wall. Leafs pick it up there on their own blue line. Stop, turn, throw it. Can't get it out. This time it will come back Zivkovic. Zivkovic back to Schilling. Schilling surveys across to Saltrik. Saltrik hits Mrazek as she comes through the center. Leafs stand him up at the blue line. Leafs are going to be offsides. 9:21 to go, and I'll mute out the music. Face off here. Zivkovic across to Schilling. Schilling skating through center. Loses the puck before the blue line, and Makasenka retreats and picks it up. Makasenka gains the zone with speed. Makasenka knocked off the puck. They're battling. Puck still loose in the center. Over to the near wall. Leafs. Zivkovic holds, at least momentarily. Now the Leafs poke it out, and Saltrik picks it up. Saltrik picks it up off a Leaf, and there she comes down the near wall. Got a little bit of space, but not much. Coming in around the backside. Tries the old wraparound, and the goalie gets a piece of equipment on that one with 8:50 to go. Wu takes that draw, puts it up the wall, and it's going to go right into the Leafs bench. So we're going to have to do it again. Wu, Scarlatelli, Shannon. Blinka disguised as Stevens and Vitodian out here. 8:45. Same players, same circle, different time on the clock. Wu steps in to take this draw. Pushes it over to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli back to Vitodian. Vitodian shoots, hits a Leaf. Comes to Shannon, can't handle it. Back to the point to Blinka. Blinka pushes it to Scarlatelli, who can't handle it out of the zone. Here it comes. Vitodian chips that one away, picks it up, sends it down the near wall. Shannon's going to go chase. Wu's going to chase with her. Wu picks it up behind the net. She pushes it across to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli looking for a pass, comes in, shoots! Goaltender pushes that to the near corner. Shannon backhands it in front to Wu. Wu backhands it in front. Scarlatelli can't get a stick on it. Vitodian cheats down. Vitodian throws it in behind for Shannon. Shannon picks it up, takes it back to the far side. Shannon looking to hit a streaking Scarlatelli, couldn't get it through. Throws it low, Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli throws it in front, tries to hit Shannon, can't. Vitodian far point. She throws it down low to Scarlatelli. In front to Shannon. Shannon, big save by the Leafs goalie. Shannon at point blank range, tried a shot, couldn't get it through. Blanka pushing deeper. Now we're going to have Wu pick it up in the corner. She battles, sends it back to Shannon. Shannon tries to push it through to Wu, can't. Back to Shannon. Shannon throws it off the side of the net. Wu tries to lift on the backhand, can't get it through. Shannon whacks it out to Blinka, but it doesn't get there. Blinka picks it up. They're going to battle on the wall. Scarlatelli steps over, throws it deeper. They've been in the zone a long time. We're going to go for an offensive change here. And they're going to throw it up, and Vitodian's going to pick it up, wait for the zone to clear, and throw it back in. Carper aggressive over there again, but can't get a stick on it. Still in the fight. Now she does pick it up, leaves it for Claherty. Claherty skates around a fallen Leaf. Picks it up again, comes into the center. Claherty gets a shot off blocked. Into the corner. Carper providing pursuit. Dahl near point. Dull skates low. Somebody needs to cover her up high. Nobody does. Dull in way low. Can't get a shot off. Backhand Claherty. They're going to clear it all the way down. And that's going to be an icing. So with 6:50, we'll come back down here for the draw. Carol, I appreciate the sentiment. I love doing this, and I'm glad you all love listening. McVeigh steps in for that draw, sends it over to the wall. Claherty drops it back to Kiesel. Kiesel down deep. Carper going to go dig it out. She picks it up. She has room. Carper skates out, looking for a center. Gets it across. Can't quite get it through to Claherty. Kiesel. Kiesel on a misdirection. It's loose in front. Carper comes aggressive. Can't get there. Carper stops, turns, spins. Had a screen. Hit the blocker. It wasn't an effort by the goalie. It was just bad luck. That goalie never saw it. Claherty whacks that. It's loose in front. Claherty skates in, overskates Carper. Carper turns, shoots, blocked. It's into the near wall. They send it up that near wall. Dull holds the point, sends it low. It's going to go all the way over to the far wall. McVeigh throws it around the backside. Claherty will get there first. They're going to battle in the corner. Claherty sends it around. Leafs are going to pick it up there. And, they're going to leave it. Here comes a streaking Salatrick. She picks it up, takes it to the near corner. Stops, turns, throws it in front. It gets tipped. She tried to hit Makasenka. Mrazek over in the far corner now. Mrazek stops, turns, reverses. Still battling. Two Leafs and Mrazek. Makasenka steps in and comes out of there with it. Centers for Salatrick. Rebound. Still loose. Leafs goalie covers. Salatrick and Makasenka had a couple of good chances there and just couldn't convert as we're down to 5:39. They face off there. Leafs are going to have it in the far corner, send it up the far wall to Schilling at the point. Schilling throws it deeper. Makasenka battling along the wall. They kick it. This time it's going to come out. Zivkovic and a Leaf. On the foot race. Zivkovic will get there and disrupt it. Around the backside, she chips it all the way over to the near wall. Mrazek has to skate up. Can't get it. Leafs throw it deeper. Zivkovic again throws it out to the point. Leafs hold. This time it's Salatrick try to throw it out. Can't. Shot. Blocked up high into the corner. Around the back. Leafs and Zivkovic. Oh, they played the old razzle-dazzle. They come around backhand on the wraparound. Coulter said no. Shot point blank range. Coulter said no again. They center and Salatrick kicks it out of there to Mrazek and up the wall. They send it back the other way where Schilling's going to pick it up. Schilling stopping, turning, setting up, letting the offense change. We got Wu and Scarlatelli out here now. Mrazek's going to head to the benches. Schilling just took down Stripes. Leafs are going to gain the blue line or red line and dump. We've got Shannon out here with Zivkovic. Wu, Schilling, and Scarlatelli as Wu comes up the near wall. They're going to be offsides. 4:15 to go. Heather's going to bring me a water. She's going to be a godsend because, as you can tell, I'm coughing. We're in behind the net now. Vitodian whacks it up the near wall. Comes all the way out. It's going to drift. It's going to bounce, and the Leafs are going to get there first. Send it back ahead to the red line where it's in Vitodian's feet. Now it's going to go into the corner. Vitodian knocks that player down. Scarlatelli cut that off, and here she comes through the blue line. Ahead to Shannon. Shannon dancing, surveying, dumps it. They're calling him off. With 3:39 to go. Up the near wall. Blinka backhands it. Leafs cut that off. Vitodian dumps it deeper. Claherty cuts that off. She's got space. Claherty, backhand. Goaltender covers that one up. And they're beating and banging and whacking in front of that net with 3:19 to go. 1-0 Selects on an early goal by Scarlatelli. And we're going to get a draw here in the near circle. McVeigh with Claherty and Carper. Dull and Kiesel. Out back as Claherty and Carper change sides. It's under McVeigh's skate. Carper comes out of there with it. She's got room. Carper shoots, misses just to the far right side. She had some mustard on that hot dog. This puck comes back to the corner where Kiesel battles hard and holds momentarily, but they push it out. McVeigh stops, turns, whacks it ahead, too far for Carper. Claherty can't get a stick on it. They send it back to neutral. Send it all the way down. Looked like icing to me, but they called it off as Kiesel sends it up the wall to Claherty. Claherty chipped it, can't get it around that Leaf. Leaf's bouncing puck. Coulter's going to push that to the corner. Dahl leaves it for McVeigh. McVeigh picks it up. McVeigh behind the net, sends it up ahead. Too far for Carper as it comes into the center. Kiesel's going to pick it up. Kiesel up the far wall for Carper. Again, now Carper will pick it up, and here they come. Carper and Claherty with numbers. She put it behind Claherty. We got all kinds of noise in the rink behind us. This is set up where there's a common area between two rinks. You'd think, I don't know, the Pope came to visit the other rink with the noise as Dahl gets it taken away from her in the near corner. They send it all the way out, and Kiesel's going to go chase it down. Kiesel up for Mrazek. Mrazek loses the puck as she comes into the zone, battling with a couple of Leafs. Solitrik over skates, and here come the Leafs back the other way. We've got Zivkovic and Schilling back. They shoot it into the center, and Mrazek sends it across for Makasenka. And here comes Heather. She's a godsend. Thank you. As this comes across to a Leafs player. They're going to come down the near wall. They got behind Zivkovic. Coulter says no. Solitrik sends it up the near wall. Now the Leafs pick it up and send it back the other way. Mrazek picks it up, sends it back to center. This one loose. Leafs send it in deeper. Schilling's going to go pick it up. I got my water from Heather. I'll be doing better now. Zivkovic. Hard up to Solitrik, too far. As the Leafs send it back the other way. Leafs push it in, but they are offsides with 56.2 to go on the arena clock. We'll get a stoppage here and get a draw just outside the zone. Looks like Wu's going to take this one with Scarlatelli and Shannon. Dies on the dot. Leafs are going to push it in. Blanca masquerading as Stevens pushes it out up ahead to Shannon. Down the near wall. They push it up the wall. The Leafs do, and here they come. Oh, it's going to turn into a break. Blanca's going to get back, and nice play by Aubrey Blanca to cut that player off. It's going to go behind. They're going to throw it all the way around with 31 to go. Shannon. Shannon picks up her head and surveys. She's going to skate. Here comes Shannon. She pushes it in from the red line. It's going to go in behind. Oh, no, it's going to take an odd bounce off the net. Oh, and Scarlatelli got there and whacked at it, but couldn't do anything with it as Shannon picks it up behind the net. Shannon all the way up the wall, leaves it for Vitodi, and they're going to come out with 10 to go. Vitodi chips it by that Leaf. Leafs are going to pick it up. Vitodi will whack at it. And that's going to be an icing with 1.2 on the arena clock. So with 1.2 on the arena clock, we'll come down here after the icing and do it again. Should be a quick drop of the puck and blow the horn, and that'll be it for period number one. As we get a change on some players here, McVeigh's going to step in to take this draw. And there we go, and that'll do it for the period. We played one. It's 1-0. I'll be back for two. 27 of you on a Friday, bosses at work everywhere, wondering why their people have never been so productive as they stream YouTube games on the company Wi-Fi. I appreciate that they don't block it. Dull and Kiesel, McVeigh, Claherty, and Carper come out here to start period 2. Coulter took the long skate to my left, and we will get this one underway. McVeigh ahead to Claherty. Claherty dances around one down the far wall. Claherty tried to center, but there were literally 4 Leafs there. McVeigh comes out of there with it, drops it low to Claherty, who made a nice backdoor pass. There was just nobody at the back door. They send it back the other way, and that will be an icing. 14:42, we're going to come back this way and get a draw in what should be the near circle. This draw to the goalie's left, your right on the screen. And we'll keep the same players, Claherty, Carper, McVeigh. Kiesel and Dull, we're 18 seconds into period number 2. McVeigh's going to step in and take this draw. And she does. Dies on the dot again and battles back to the point to Kiesel. Kiesel throws it in on the goalie. Saw it at the last minute and pushed it to the near wall. And they're going to try to push it out past Dull, but they can't do it. They battle there on the near wall. Dull throws it deeper. Stuck in some feet, and now it comes out. Kiesel up the near wall. And Carper battling hard there. Still battling hard. She gets pulled down, no call. Here they come back the other way, the Leafs do. Lose the puck in the center. Claherty gets a stick on it, takes that away. She's going to go all the way around the long way. Claherty looking for a pass. Finds Carper, but it gets held up as Carper throws it deep from just inside the red line, which negates the icing, and they're going to throw it all the way back the other way, and Schilling's going to have to race. She does. Picks it up behind Coulter. Reverses it behind, leaves it for Kiesel. Kiesel throws it up the wall and not out as the Leafs hold it. Send it back behind Coulter. Odd bounce off the back wall. Schilling getting abused. Comes out of there with the puck, though. Still skating. Dumps it ahead. Mrazek knocks it out. Leafs knock it back in, but they were offsides. So we're going to come back here to this dot. Do it again. We're up to 30. Corporate IT managers everywhere have never realized YouTube was so popular. Solitrick out here with Makasenka and Mrazek. Makasenka pushes it. Leafs are going to pick it up there. Leafs send it ahead up the far wall. Zivkovic stops the player, but not the puck. And they center it. It comes off of Schilling. And now here comes Makasenka with it. Pushes it over to Mrazek. Mrazek up the far wall. Chips it. Chases it. Mrazek centers off a Leaf. Over to Solitrick in the near corner. Solitrick behind the net. Tries to center. Gets it through. Mrazek beating and banging, and the goalie covered that one up. And there will be no goal. Mrazek down low. Solitrick threw it to her. Heard a couple of chops. Never saw the referee pointing excitedly at the net, which means the goalie had it under some equipment. So we'll bring it into the near corner here. Wu with Shannon and Scarlatelli. Vitodian and Blanca. Vitodian drops it to Scarlatelli. Shot, can't get it through. Shot again, can't get it through. This one comes up to the point. Scarlatelli throws it deeper. Wu's going to go dig it out. Leafs get there first, throw it up the wall. The rink behind me is very loud. Shannon pushes it across for Scarlatelli. Must be 10,000 people watching that other game as Vitodian can't hold the point. Blanca throws it back out. Scarlatelli loses it. She spins. Here she comes with it now up the near wall. Scarlatelli with some room. Can't get the shot off. Puck loose back to neutral. Vitodian skating. Getting there just in time to stop it. Leafs pick it up. Send it down the near wall. Stripes, get out of the way. That's the far wall, not the near wall. Leafs throw it out. They're going to have to wait for the zone to clear. They send it across. Shannon. Shannon applies some pressure, lets the team catch up. Leafs come back with it. Scarlatelli chasing. Leafs up the near wall. Leafs. Centering pass. Misses all the way across as Blanca falls down. Shannon. Up ahead. Oh, it does come out. Here comes Wu. Wu up the far wall. Has room. Loses it to a Leaf. Leafs turn, spin, come back the other way. Careful, Farah. Don't stick that stick in there. Scarlatelli comes back with it. Shoots. Misses far side. Scarlatelli rebound. Throws it in behind the net. Blanca changes. Vitodian. That's Vitodian down deep, getting knocked down along the wall. She manages to push the puck out, though. Solitrick tipped it. Leafs are going to send it ahead to Schilling. Schilling up ahead to Makasenka. Makasenka dancing across the blue line as Mrazek danced to get back out. The blue line dance is always dangerous. Mrazek luckily got out, and here comes Schilling with it. Schilling up ahead, too far for Mrazek. And the Leafs are going to send it in all the way down behind, where Zivkovic's going to pick it up behind Coulter with 11 to go. Second period. Zivkovic ahead to Makasenka. Mrazek dances at the line and waits. Drop pass to Solitrick. Solitrick shoots. Goaltender covers. Gino didn't get a lot on that one. And they're going to cover that one up. I don't know if they're playing an NHL game in the other rink or what, but it's quite loud over there. As now we're going to go to the near circle and take this draw. See Clawhardy, McVeigh, and Carper coming out here with Kiesel and Dull as McVeigh steps in to take this draw. Stripes directing a little traffic, drops the puck, and here we go. All the way around to the far corner, pick up by the Leafs. Clawhardy applies some pressure. Dull holds the point. Dull throws it on net, misses to the near side into the near corner, where McVeigh chops it lower. Leafs send it up the wall. Kiesel holds. Kiesel throws it in front, hits a Leaf in the shoulder. Dull. Clawhardy covers her high, and here come the Leafs back the other way. Clawhardy at the red line. Loses the puck. Stops, turns, spins, loses it again. Dull picks it up. Here comes Dull up the near wall. Dull's going to bank it off the wall deeper into the corner, where it's going to go up the far wall. Carper steps in, holds that one in as McVeigh sends it down the wall. Leafs pick it up there. Carper out to Dull. Dull shoots, bouncing puck, misses near side. Carper out back to Kiesel. Kiesel low to Carper, bouncing puck over her stick. Zivkovic tried to put it front for, McVeigh tried to put it front for Carper, couldn't get it there. Carper to McVeigh. McVeigh down low. McVeigh centers, can't get it to Clawhardy. Leafs pick it up, and here they come the other way. Leafs up the near wall. Kiesel watching, waiting, pushing that player to the corner. They're going to battle there. McVeigh steps in and battles. She gets pushed to the wall. Kiesel comes over, comes out of there with the puck. Kiesel skates. Kiesel still skating with it, loses it at mid-ice. Carper steps in with it. Carper picks it up, dumps it deeper, heads to the bench. Leafs pick it up there, trying to catch us in a change. They send it ahead, didn't work. Vitodian. Vitodian across to Blinka. Blinka up ahead, too far for Shannon. Sends it in. They wave it off. You got Scarlatelli coming out of there with it. It's loose in front, and they're going to cover it up. So a little bit of an odd offensive opportunity there, but it didn't manifest itself into anything as Scarlatelli beat and banged on it, but it was on the side of the net. So now we're going to get Wu stepping in here for a draw with Shannon and Scarlatelli. It dies on the dot again. We seem like we have a lot of those as Vitodian steps across, sends it to Shannon. Shannon tries to backhand it deeper, can't. And this time she will. In behind for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli across to Wu. Wu spinning. Throws it back for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli throws it out front. Too far for Vitodian. And that's not icing because we threw it down there. And Vitodian's going to send it into the corner where Scarlatelli's going to pick it up. Not before. Oh, no, Scarlatelli does have it. Here she comes. Cross ice pass to Shannon. Shannon dancing. Loses it to a Leaf. Regains it. Pushes the Leaf. Loses the puck. Scarlatelli has to wait for the zone to clear. Cross to Vitodian. Vitodian and Shannon was not out, and that will be on offsides. So we will get a draw. Outside the line here, should be in the near circle. I think I just opened the second bottle of water, so now I'm drinking from both of them. As usual, I'm a mess, Michelle will tell you. Solitrick takes that draw, sends it across to Zivkovic. Zivkovic throws it in deep. In behind the net, where the Leafs send it up the wall. Makasenka battling in the corner with two Leafs. Still battling. Still battling. Sends it into the center. Zivkovic skates across, picks it up. Zivkovic throws it on the net. Mrazek got a tip on it, but it tipped it behind the net. Loose in front. Salatrick can't get a stick on it. She's cross-checked. We're going to get a penalty on the Leafs here. Salatrick got cross-checked in front of the net. She's still battling. Still battling as they tackle her. Really could call 2 here, but they're going to call the cross-check. And your selects are going to go on the power play as Eves and Coulter hug. And we're going to get a change of goaltenders. So your selects are going to go on the power play. It's going to be Claherty, McVeigh, Carper out here with Kiesel and Dahl. McVeigh will take this draw. Eves now in the pipes to my left as McVeigh's going to take this draw on the power play. 90-second penalty. The penalty only shows on one end of the arena clock here. Apparently they couldn't afford 2 real scoreboards. Kiesel. Down low, too far for Claherty. McVeigh pushes the player out of the way. Leafs pick it up, send it up the wall. Dahl. Dahl holds the point, at least for now. As the Leafs pick it up, send it back. Kiesel. Kiesel circles. Circles, sends it across for Carper. Carper up the near wall. This girl has a shot. We've seen it already. She's not going to get it as she pushes it around behind. Throws it in front. It's loose. McVeigh beating and banging, couldn't do anything with it. They're going to chip it by Kiesel. Claherty picks it up back at neutral. Claherty over to Dahl. Dahl back to Claherty off her skate. They send it back the other way. And now this one bounces off the near wall to Claherty. Claherty across. McVeigh tipped it in as Carper heads off. This one's going to come all the way around, and we've got 40 seconds left on the power play. Claherty can't hold the point, and out it comes. Scarlatelli. Woo. I'm guessing Shannon's jumping out when Claherty hits the bench. Kiesel. Up for Woo. Woo. Pushes it ahead to, or no, Woo herself shoots. Thought Woo had pushed it ahead, but no. In behind the net. Up the wall, Dahl tries to hold. Does. Dylan Dahl battling, throws it down deeper. Dylan Dahl comes out of there with it. Dahl shoots, it got deflected, missed near side. Shannon chips it around. We're looking the wrong way. I can't see the penalty time as Dahl brings it out. That penalty's over. Oh, we're going to get a break. Vitodian's got to turn the Jets on. She does. Separates that player from the puck. Nice little drop pass there as they come in. Vitodian steps in front, gets another block on that one. 2 nice plays back-to-back by Lindsay Vitodian. Up to the near point. Leafs hold. They come around. Dahl. Dahl's been out there a long time. Shot. Vitodian dove to block it. Couldn't. It got over her. And this time, Vitodian will clear it, and we'll take the icing to take the heat out of a kitchen that was getting a little hot. 5:22. I'm off a few seconds. I'll get them back for you here in a moment as we're most of the way through this second period. 2/3 of the way here. This first game in Chicago. So we will get a draw here in the near circle after the icing by Vitodian. Salatrick leaves it. Leafs in the corner. Leafs up to the near point. Comes out. Makasenka turns on the Jets. Kylie Makasenka with the Jets gets there and pushes it into the corner. I'm a little blind. I got a spectator blocking my view of that corner. You can see it. I can't. We got off Makasenka into the empty area here, and Schilling's going to send it ahead, but Makasenka wasn't out, and that's going to be an offsides, and he just moved. So I'll be able to see again. So we got a face-off here at neutral. I think we've got the Kingsley Carper fan club in the chat. Welcome. We're grateful for her to play. Shot from there, knocked down by Schilling. Comes into Zivkovic, knocks that shot down, sends it over. But there was heavy traffic on the wall. Now Salatrick's going to come up the near wall. Here she comes. Salatrick up the near wall, around one, into the corner. Stops, turns, still battling. Stops, still has it. Still has it. Comes out of there with it. Makasenka whacking at it. Loose in front to Salatrick. All she has is the backhand. It's drifting around. The Leafs are going to throw it around to the far wall. Joey, thanks for being there, man. I can always count on your comments in the chat. If you're in Detroit, look for Neil Holt. He's up there with either Kalen or Corbin as Schilling is going to pick it up in the far corner. Leafs were in a change. Schilling stops, turns, throws it lazily ahead, but that might work as Makasenka picks it up. No, she can't. They send it back the other way, and Eves is going to stop it behind the net, where Dahl is going to take it around. She loses it behind the net. They battle. Dahl comes out of there with it. Dahl up ahead to a streaking Carper. Here she comes. This girl's got speed. She's coming around the Leafs. They whack at her. She gets a wicked shot off, and the goaltender gets loose. They blew it dead before they needed to there. That puck came loose. I could tell you, that little Carper girl's got a spark. She definitely has a spark in her step. She is not shying away from this stage at all. And you can see the selects over there congratulating her. It's either that or Clardy's trying to get the ice out of her eyes. Either way, she's got a spark, and I'm here for it. 3:28 to go. In on the goaltender. She's going to cover that one up. And I've got the clock back in sync now. They let it tick down to 27. So, Carper family, this is what we do on Team Black. We broadcast this way. I don't know if you guys have somebody on your team that does this or not. Kiesel across to Dahl. Dahl knocks it lower. Dahl still comes out of there with it. Tries to center. Dahl finds Carper, and Carper with a shot saved by the goalie. It's still loose in front. Carper was open, and the goalie made a nice save. Claherty sends it deeper. Carper pokes at it. Comes back up the wall. Claherty to Dahl. Dahl throws it down the wall. And this time the Leafs are going to chip it out over to the bench area, where Dahl's going to stop, turn, throw it ahead to Carper. Carper up the wall. Throws it down behind the net, and selects are going to go for a change. McVeigh sends it up the wall. And that one's going to get cut off by Kiesel. It's in a Leafs feet over to Vitodian. Vitodian up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli to Claherty. Claherty tried to dance around that Leafs player, lost the puck. 2:31 to go. Throws it in front. It's loose in front. Scarlatelli comes crashing in there. Woo with a shot, misses high. Over to the near corner, Claherty. So we got a little bit of an interesting combination out here. Claherty, Scarlatelli, and Woo. And Claherty's finally going to go get off and let Shannon jump on with her natural line mates. Woo tries to send it out to the point. Got a bad tip. Vitodian couldn't hold it. Vitodian has to dance around and wait for everybody to get out of the zone. They do. Vitodian off the wall to Woo. Woo loses it. Here come the Leafs. Vitodian cuts that off. Blinka pokes it up ahead to Shannon. Leafs pick it up there on the wall. Shannon over skates. Leafs are going to dance it out, barely, as Scarlatelli skates in. Here come the Leafs. Vitodian back on D. Blinka got back and separated that player from the puck. Vitodian helped. They're battling along the wall, and they poke it out. Comes all the way down the near or the far wall, where the Leafs are going to stop, turn, pick it up, come the other way, and the Leafs are going to gain the zone. Down the far wall, Blinka stops that pass dead with her skate, picks it up, chips it out, back ahead too far for Solitrick, and they're going to wave it off. Leafs behind their own goal, over, 1:15 to go. As Zivkovic picks it up, shoots, Ali Zivkovic from the point. That might have been tipped. I'm not sure. It looked like a little misdirection, but either way, it hit the low right corner of that net. It might have hit the post first and then in. Zivkovic threw it. It hit something on its way through. Schilling is really muffled on the mic here, so we'll see what he calls. But it hit something on the way through as Zivkovic threw it from the far point. And that's going to make it 2-0. So Solitrick, Makasenka, Mrazek are going to stay out here with Zivkovic, Schilling. And we'll see who they call that goal for. As Solitrick, they're waiting for the Leafs to make a change here. Looks like the Leafs got some pink on their sticks and their helmets in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Zivkovic loses it, regains it, sends it up. Too far for Makasenka. They are going to give the goal to Zivkovic. I made up the 72 in the muffled garbage coming out of that microphone. It's not Schilling's fault. It's a bad mic. They try the old wraparound. It's loose in front. Doesn't work. So I heard him say 72. The rest of it's pretty muffled as the Leafs come back through neutral with it. They're going to be offsides. The girl knew she was close. She tried to hold it, but her momentum carried her in. So they're going to be offsides. They'll bring it to the far dot in front of the Leafs bench. I'll use this opportunity to get some water. Maybe we'll bring back an old tradition here at the period break. We'll see. Some of you have never seen the old tradition. McVeigh drops it back for Dull. Dull sends it through everybody, and that's going to be an icing. So we're at, they're still running the clock, which is odd, so we're going to be at 29 seconds. I missed the clock there. We'll fix that. We'll let it run down while they get organized for the face-off here. So they're going to be at 29.1 on the arena clock. And we'll get this underway here. Same players, Clawherty, McVeigh, Carper out here with Kiesel and Dull. Clawherty chips it up. We'll see what she can do with this here coming up the far wall. Clawherty gets pulled down. We're going to get a trip on the Leafs as that's a textbook tripping penalty. So we'll come back this way for 20.7 on the arena clock of power play time. Oh no, we're actually going to come this way. What am I doing? We're in the second. So McVeigh, Carper, Clawherty, Kiesel, and Dull will have 20.7 on the arena clock for this face-off. McVeigh drops it back to Kiesel. Kiesel with a shot, bouncing puck. Somebody got a tip on that one, McVeigh. McVeigh throws it around back. Carper, dancing, throws it out to Kiesel. Kiesel throws it in front, tip. McVeigh whacking at it, and we're going to get another draw with 1.7. My clock's expired. There's 1.7 left on the arena clock. So we'll get a draw. Coach Black is going to strategize here and pull Eves with 1.7. We'll go with Wu as the extra skater. And everybody's going to overload in front of the net, try to get one. And they're not able to. That's it. We played 2. It's 2-0. So I see here in the chat that they broadcast the Stanton games on the channel. It looks like Carper's a West Virginia girl. We've got another one on the team. We've got Dylan Dull from West Virginia. We all know and love Aaron, her dad. He's crazy. I could tell you, though, one of our favorite moments last year at Districts in Columbus. When we won the district title, it was Kiesel and Dull and Josh, Coach Steph's husband, and me and a couple other dads. We all sat there in the arena, and they played a Little John Denver, and we all sat there and sang the West Virginia song, which was awesome, Country Roads. So that was a fun memory from last season. We'll bring back an old tradition since Heather went to the snack bar and got it for me. When you're sick and having trouble with your voice and you need a little uplift, count on Pure Life Water from the snack bar here in Chicago. I'm sure she overpaid for it, but it's working. It's letting me have my voice back to bring you this game. My older daughter loves when we do period sponsors, so third period sponsored by Pure Life Water from the snack bar, and I can promise you they do not pay us at all. It's more fun for me. And like I said, my older daughter loves the sponsorships. Joey's laughing in Detroit right now. Wu steps in to take this one with Scarlatelli and Shannon. Vitodian and Blanca out back. They take the draw, and it dies on the dot. Blanca steps up. Blanca skating with it. Blanca comes out of there with it. Blanca with a shot, missed far side. It's loose over there, and that's still Blanca. Or no, that's Scarlatelli. I'm sorry. Scarlatelli throws it high into the corner where Shannon throws it out front. Scarlatelli throws it behind the net. Wu throws it off the goaltender. She sits on it. And that's going to be another face-off. We got 46 seconds to go on the power play from last period still. As Wu's going to step in, take this one with Shannon and Scarlatelli. Blanca and Vitodian out to Vitodian. Vitodian down to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli back to Vitodian. Vitodian with a shot doesn't get through. And they're going to throw it back. Vitodian stops that one at the red line. Stops, turns, throws it ahead to Scarlatelli. Loses at the red line. Scarlatelli regains, throws it across for Shannon. Shannon with a little bit of room. Dances around one player. She's on the backhand, though. She backhands it in, and goaltender's going to pick that up. She wasn't coming down her natural side, so All she had left was a backhand and just didn't get much on that one as the goaltender scooped that up in the breadbasket. And we're going to get a draw in the near corner. We got 20 seconds left on the power play. Mrazek, Solitrick, Makasenka, Zivkovic, and Schilling. As this one dies, comes out to Schilling. Schilling skates across with it. Backhands it in front. Solitrick got a stick on it, got another stick on it, still loose. And now this one's going to get covered up. It was loose. They were beating and banging, whacking and hoping, but it didn't go in. I like the energy in the chat from the Carper fan club. We need you guys at the game. If you bring half this energy to the game, you'd be a welcome addition to our cheering section. We're down a little with Josh not being around this year as Schilling pokes that deeper. Magasenka throws it in front. Solitrick couldn't get a stick on it, and they're going to get it out. They're going to come back. They poke it by Zivkovic. It's going to go into the near corner. Odd bounce off the wall. Zivkovic kicks it. They throw it in front. Eves pushed it around back, and Eves gets a piece of equipment on it and stops it with 13:36 on the arena. We're going to get another draw down here in our defensive zone. I see Kiesel and Dahl reunited with McVeigh, Clawherty, and Carper. We're going to bring it. Stripes is whistling for something here. Not sure what. We got some type of controversy here. Not sure. Now we're going to get... we got 6 Leafs. I'm a little slow today. 6 Leafs, so we get a Leaf ushered off. And here we go. Leafs win the face-off back. Kiesel picks that up, chops it across. Carper up the wall, chips it out. Too far for everybody, though. They wave off the icing on what should have been a tip. And it's going to go into the near corner. Where Dahl's going to battle on the wall, throw it into the center. Nobody there. Gets all the way through. Over to the far corner. Stripes skates over top of it where McVeigh throws it in behind. Comes up the near wall now. Dahl steps up to hold it. They're battling there hard. Dahl fell down. Carper stepped in. Leafs are going to send it across. And back to neutral. Kiesel. A lot of snow over there. Kiesel digging through it. And, Leafs come out of there with it. Leafs with a shot. Eves with a block way up high. Up the wall here. The Leafs are going to hold it. They're going to knock it down, and Kiesel's going to pick that up. Kiesel chips it around. Carper gets there. Gets a stick on it. She's going to come out of there. We got 2-on-1 with Clawherty. Carper and Clawherty, 2-on-1. Carper, a no-look pass over to Clawherty. Clawherty back to Carper, and she didn't get the one-timer off. That was a beautiful pass by Carper. Clawherty put it back to her. She lost an edge and never got the one-timer off. She was set up for it. That would have been a beautiful welcome to Team Black. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. So Wu's going to step in and take this one. Wu draws it back to Blanca. Almost said Stevens. He got tipped there. Scarlatelli. Back to Wu. Wu tried to center. She got it to Scarlatelli, who shot and missed wide on the near side. Didn't think that was going to get through. Wu. Wu again skating. Wu. Wu drops it lower for Shannon. Shannon tried to put it through to Scarlatelli. Got it there. Couldn't get a shot off. Over into the near corner. Wu's going to go dig it out. Wu. Up the wall to Blanca. Blanca battling hard. They continue to battle hard. Down the wall. 2 Leafs there. Wu steps in. Shannon steps up. Can't hold the puck. Leafs in the far corner. Scarlatelli battling. Past Shannon. Blanca skates over. Leafs are going to chip it by her. And out it comes. Vitodian has the back porch maintained. And it's up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli's going to throw it and go for a change. 11:18 to go in the arena. They send it up, and Solitrick was streaking. Couldn't get a stick on it. Here come the Leafs the other way. Solitrick's going to go to the bin on a trip. She stuck her stick where it didn't belong, and she's going to go spend 90 seconds with Mr. Aaron Dahl from Morgantown, West Virginia, on a tripping penalty. So Salatrik's going to go sit in the bin. And we've got 11:03 on the arena clock. Schilling, Makasenka, Zivkovic, and Mrazek out here to kill this off. Makasenka's going to take this draw. Leafs need one more. They now have one more. And we're going to get this play underway. We're playing volleyball or something in behind that corner. It's messing me up. Far point, near point. Shot from there, knocked down. Zivkovic got a stick on that. It's loose in front. Still loose. Zivkovic. Zivkovic dancing, throws it across. It does get out. Makasenka can't get by. And Schilling's going to pick it up at the line. It's loose in front of the bench, and the Leafs are going to come out of there with it. Leafs. Mrazek turned the wrong way. They come up the near wall. In behind the net now. All the way around, still surveying. Send it across to the near circle. Shot. Didn't get a lot on that. Eves covers it up. The arena says 10:25, which now that we're in the third, I can adjust, and it won't mess me up. With the way this app works, I don't like to adjust the clock until I'm in the third period. Whoa. Dies on the dot. They push it to the corner where Dahl's going to pick it up. Well, I appreciate you watching from West Virginia, and as long as the service holds, I'll bring you every game. I think we're here all weekend, so we should be okay. Wu's going to pick it up there. Well, she loses it in the circle. Kiesel overskates, loses it again. Leafs pick it up along the wall. Out to the far point. Shot from the far point, knocked down by Wu. Wu pushes it out. And McVeigh skates over, and the Leafs are going to send it ahead. We're going to get some type of a call here. Perhaps offsides would be my guess. And we're going to get a draw at center ice. Penalties, 18 seconds left. Claherty out here with Carper, Dahl, and Kiesel to kill this off. As Claherty takes that draw, draws it back to Kiesel. Kiesel to Carper. Carper chips it ahead. Into neutral. Claherty picks it up. Claherty and Carper again. It's a repeat. Claherty loses it. Carper shot. Can't get it through. Blocked. Picks it up. Throws it in front. Claherty didn't ever stick down. That girl's got good hockey IQ. I can tell you that. Dahl in front off the side of the post. Throws it over to the far wall. Salatrick out of the box pursuing. It comes back to neutral. Kiesel. Kiesel put it through ahead for Salatrick, but it was behind her. Down the far wall go the Leafs. They throw it in behind the net. Where Dahl's going to pick it up. Player fell down back there. Dahl didn't pull her down, though, thankfully, or we would have another one. Up ahead, Carper to Claherty. Claherty up the near wall. Claherty by herself with two Leafs, and that didn't go well. Claherty gets pushed into the corner, but luckily she dove, and the Leafs player took the worst of the hit. She tried to deliver. Salatrick. Around back. That player's still beating and banging. Let's see what comes of this. Kiesel with a chip shot from the point. The Leafs are going to throw it out, and it's going to hit all the snow and die. And Kiesel's going to pick that up with 8:35 to go. Kiesel clears it out off a Leaf stick. They're going to throw it back in deeper, and Dahl is going to go clean it up in the corner. Dahl iced it. 8:22. We'll come back down here. Blinka, Vitodian, Scarlatelli, and Wu. Shannon. We go to the near circle for this draw. 8:22 on the clock. Third period. 2-0 selects. Scarlatelli and Zivkovic getting the markers. As this one goes in behind the net. Where Scarlatelli and Blinka collide. They leave it in front. Wu cleans it up. Wu dives. Gets it ahead to Shannon. Shannon dances. Drops it into the center where Vitodian picks it up. Now Scarlatelli. I'm telling you, it was a little sloppy, but we'll take it. Scarlatelli! Piece of goaltending equipment. Crossbar into the net. And it's 3-0 selects. That was not the prettiest entry to the zone. I'm going to be honest with you. We were chopping and whacking and beating and banging, but it went in there, and Scarlatelli picked it up. And it went glove, crossbar down. And it's now 3-0 selects with 8:02 to go. Mrazek, Solitrik, Makasenka. Schilling and Zivkovic. This one drops back. They throw it into the center, Zivkovic. Zivkovic up to Makasenka. Makasenka picks it up. Here she comes up the near wall. Gains the red line and dumps. Odd bounce off the goaltender. Solitrik first. Solitrik gets there. Girls are getting to the open puck. Solitrik with space. They're whacking at her. She's still skating with it. Solitrik throws it in front. Mrazek there, goaltender. They're going to give him a goal. Solitrik shot it. Mrazek whacked at it. I didn't see it go in. We'll see who they call it for here, but they went post side there, and it ended up behind the tender. So it's either going to be Solitrik on a hell of an individual play or Mrazek on a tip. And we're about to find out once Schilling announces it here. We'll see who they give it to. 7:34 to go. It's 4-0. So we're going to stick with Solitrik, Makasenka, Mrazek, Zivkovic, and Schilling. Solitrik takes that draw, draws it over. Zivkovic. Zivkovic gains the red line, dumps. They're going to give it to Solitrik. She made a nice individual play there. As this puck comes loose, Zivkovic stops it in her feet. Schilling. Schilling stops, turns. Schilling. Still skating. Up, she loses it. Zivkovic comes over and whacks at it. Leafs pick it back up at neutral. And here they come. They dump it in. Down behind Eves. Zivkovic sends it around. And they send it into the center, and Zivkovic's going to cut that one off. She'll get this one out. And that should go slow enough to not be an icing, and it is not going to be. As the Leafs pick it up behind their goaltender, 6:48 to go. They send it up to the near side. That one gets cut off by Clawherty, but the Leafs regain. They pick it up and come up the near wall, or far wall. I don't know why I make that mistake. Leafs. In behind Eves. Dahl. Dahl picks it up, sends it up ahead. Too far for Carper. Comes off her shoulder. She does pick it up. This time she sends it in. Leafs are going to pick it up in the zone. Stop, turn. Send it back to the point. It's going to go by everybody. And depending on whether this hits the crease or not, it doesn't. And that is an icing. 6:14. We'll come back down here. And we will take it to the far corner. We're up to 33. For those of you at work, productivity is at an all-time low. Doesn't matter, our girls are playing hockey. If your boss doesn't have a kid that plays hockey, they don't understand. McVeigh, Clawherty, and Carper. Dahl and Kiesel. Dies on the dot again, goes to the corner. They send it around to the near side, where Dahl battles. Clawherty comes out of there with it, but she loses it. Now they're coming down the wall hard. Kiesel's going to push this player into the corner. Stand her up and separate her from the puck. Another Leaf picks it up, sends it behind, where McVeigh's going to skate over. McVeigh up the wall and out, but it's going to go too far. And we know how this ends, in an icing. 5:48. Back down here. So we got Vitodian and Blinka on the back door with Scarlatelli, Wu, and Shannon up front. For this draw, 5:48 to go. Third period. Wu is going to step in and take this one. Comes loose, goes in on Eves, who pushes it to the end wall. Off the back of the net now. They continue to battle back there, like all of the players are back there. And now Wu's going to come out of there with it. Wu chips it up the wall. Kiesel puts another stick on it. That's Shannon, I'm sorry. Can't get it out. Blinka disguised as Stevens battles in the corner. They shoot from there. Nice block by Scarlatelli. She's going to turn the Jets on, but she's just not going to get there. Shannon will, though. Shannon will pick it up. Shannon shoots off the blocker. In behind Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli. Backhand in front for Wu, who can't get a stick on it. The shoe's tied up. This one loose. Leafs pick it up there. Leafs send it up past Blinka. It'll go all the way down and be an icing. 4:59 on the arena clock. And we're going to go for another draw here. As Mrazek, Makasenka, and Solitrik come out with Zivkovic and Schilling. So we're going to have Solitrik take this draw. Drops it back to the point to Zivkovic. Zivkovic shoots, blocked by a Leaf. They're going to clear it. It's going to go all the way down. It's going to end up on Eves, who's going to leave it for Zivkovic. Zivkovic up ahead to Makasenka, who gets it out. Solitrik picks it up. Solitrik on a breakaway. Goalie says no. Mrazek in the corner. Solitrik can't cut that one off. They clear it past Zivkovic. This could turn into something. Schelling gets in front of that player, though, and prevents that action, and Schelling picks it up. Schelling up ahead. Leafs push it lower past Stripes. In behind the net now, where Makasenka cuts it off, throws it at Stripes. Schelling throws it at Stripes again. Makasenka's in her feet. This comes all the way across, and Zivkovic's going to pick it up. Zivkovic up ahead to Solitrik. Solitrik spinning, turning. Makasenka down in front of the net. She's back up. Leafs pick it up. 3:45. Leafs up the near wall. They dance around Zivkovic, still dancing with it. This girl's been skating through the whole zone with it. Still skating with it. Still spinning and skating, and now she just dumps it low. Zivkovic picks it up there, sends it up the wall. Solitrik will step in front of it. She gets separated from the puck. Leafs pick it up, send it down the near wall. Leafs still skating with it as Claherty pushes it out. Comes back in. They dance around Claherty. She stops to pick up a glove. Shot. Eves pushes that to the far corner. And this one's going to be in behind the net now. Solitrik. Solitrik will pick it up, and here she comes up ahead. Pushes it for Carper. Too far. Never count her out, though, as she skated up to pick it up. Leafs chopped it away. They stop, they turn, it goes the other way. Carper picks it up, leaves it for McVeigh. McVeigh hustling down the far wall. Tries to get it back to Carper. Her stick was tied up. And it comes back in front. Carper picks it up, stops, turns, shoots, misses near side. Claherty throws it lower. McVeigh battling in behind the net over past Claherty. Dahl has to retreat as they send it out. It will not get there. Kiesel sends it up past Stripes. As the Leafs knock it back in, that's going to be offsides with 2:17 to go, third period. So we're going to get this draw just outside the zone as Wu steps in to take this one. Drops it back to Vitodian. Vitodian up to Shannon. Shannon up the near wall. Shannon dancing, shooting. Goaltender with the glove. 2:05. Clock operator getting a little excited to get this game over. 2:05 to go. Wu steps in. And she's going to take this draw. Wu. Stripes. Wu draws it back to Blinka. Blinka with a shot. And the goaltender's going to glove that one. We've got 1:59 to go in the arena. Same players, same circle, different time on the clock. Wu. This one dies on the dot as Shannon comes in to whack at it. Wu still dancing with it. Wu shoots, misses far side. Scarlatelli over there leaves it for Vitodian. Vitodian deeper to Shannon. Shannon centers, nobody there. Blinka steps up. Blinka gets pushed off the puck. Scarlatelli throws it in front. Leafs are going to send it, but Vitodian cuts it off at the red line. Vitodian across to Blinka. Blinka battling along the line. She loses it to a Leaf. And they're going to be offsides with 1:30 to go in the arena. So we'll come here to the near dot. And we're going to get Solitrik out here with Makasenka, Mrazek, Schilling, and Zivkovic on the back end. Solitrik will step in to take this draw. Selects up 4-0. And that puck comes across as the Leafs pick it up and send it down the near wall. Schilling. Schilling throws it up the wall to Makasenka, who tries to golf it by a Leaf and can't. Schilling again. Schilling stops. Nice turn. Reverses direction. Backhands it behind Eves. Zivkovic will pick it up. Zivkovic up for Salatrick. Salatrick with a minute to go in the game. Up to Mrazek. Mrazek up to Makasenka. Looked off sides to me, but no call. And the Leafs are going to pick it up, send it up the far wall, where they're going to clear it ahead, but Zivkovic will be there. She loses the puck, sends it back ahead. Makasenka can't quite get there. Leafs pick it up, send it deep. 42 to go. They don't pull the goalie down 4 as Schelling pushes it up the wall. Still can't get it out. They battle there. 32 to go. Salatrick picks it up, drops it off for Schelling. Schelling sends it ahead to Makasenka. Makasenka tried to put it through to Mrazek, can't, loses it. Shot! Eves gloves it, covers it up in her breadbasket, and with 18-7 to go in the arena, we'll get a wholesale change as Kiesel and Dahl come out. And I'm telling you, the game behind me is like a Stanley Cup final with the noise they're making. Kiesel, Dahl, McVeigh, Claherty, Carper. 18.7 to go in the arena. Kiesel behind the net. Up the near wall, drops it to Claherty. Claherty on a break. Claherty gets pulled down. They're going to call the penalty with 4 seconds to go. She pulled her down. They're going to call the hook. And all this will do is make it take longer to end the game. The result at this point is inevitable. McVeigh, Carper, Claherty, Dahl, and Kiesel. 4.3 to go. The tiebreaker at Pippi tournaments is more complicated than sending an astronaut to the moon, so I don't know if goal differential matters or not, but nonetheless, Eve stays in the net. Doubt Coach Black wants to rub it in here as it drifts behind the net, 2-1. And game 1's in the books. We played one here in Chicago. It's 4-0 Selects. We'll be back for another one in the morning. Girls played hard. I'm going to give the tip of the hat to Miss Carper there for coming up from Wilkes-Barre and playing her heart out. That girl has a spark. She's got the fire, and I, quite frankly, was impressed. Others coming up to play with a new team may not have done as well, and I'm going to stand here and tell you she played a great game. So the Carper fan club out there in West Virginia should be proud. She showed well in her first time up here with the Team Black girls. So I'll bring you the handshake. We'll get over the YouTube delay, and we will be back tomorrow for more Selects action. Wi-Fi and cell service willing. Have a good rest of your Friday.